How to apply marble chips. Primer surface. First, apply the primer. To begin with, we will check whether our surface is highly absorbent or not. If the surface is porous, putty, plaster, whitewash, drywall, brick, then first you need acrylic soil of deep penetration. A liquid with a consistency and appearance resembling milk. After drying, it becomes transparent. What is it for? Glues particles on the surface that are weakly held, which in the future will prevent peeling of the finishing material, and also reduces the absorption of this surface. Bayram mix consists of solid particles and a liquid filler. In order for the material to hold well, it is necessary that the solvent, in this material is water, evaporates outward, into the atmosphere, and if your substrate is highly absorbent, it will absorb into the wall. Only the top layer will dry, and the remaining pairs under it inside the wall, then the material itself will begin to peel off. Therefore, in this case, such a soil is required. If you don't understand what kind of material you have on the wall and want to apply crumbs on it, pay attention to whether there is any gloss on the surface. Even a slight sheen on the surface suggests that it is durable and not absorbent, then this soil is simply not needed. But many materials and deeply matte cannot absorb liquid. You can only check this way. Apply soil to a small area and wait a couple of hours until it dries completely. If, after drying, a slightly shiny film forms on the surface, then priming is not necessary. And if absorbed and dried, this is what you need. We ground everything. The primer in the application is not whimsical, with anything, a sponge, brush, roller. If you have a shiny, non-absorbent surface, it must be sanded with fine sandpaper. Think for yourself, a rough coating will stay better on a smooth surface, such as glass, or on sandpaper. This, of course, I exaggerate. What would you understand why to skin? So, we have a non-absorbent, prepared surface. Since the crumbs are colored, and the surface on which we apply may be heterogeneous in color, or the color of the substrate may not coincide much with the color of the crumbs, we need one more primer that will match the color of marble chips. It will align the color of the substrate to us. After all, if there is a different color under the finish, in some places the base may shine through, and you will get a spotty surface. Under Bayram mix there is a special soil, Asta. In the basic version, it is white. You can add any universal dye yourself, but the probability that you get in color is 5%. It is better to order tinting, in the same place where you will buy crumbs and soil. Overpay 20% of the cost of soil, but do not spoil it. Asta in appearance and method of application is absolutely similar to a water-based paint. It is applied 1 to 2 layers with a brush, roller, spray gun. Apply marble chips. We take a steel spatula, an average of 35 centimeters. If the area is large, for example the facade of the house, you can use spatulas more. We take a small amount of material on the spatula and, pressing it against the wall with great effort, we spread it. The spatula should bend. Stretch the material while it stretches, greatly smoothing it with a spatula. The coating, ideally, should be a thickness of 1 particle of material. For not much, laying the material and stretching further, we cover the entire wall. A wall is made from corner to corner in one go. If the material boundary is dry, the joint will still be visible with further application of the raw material. Therefore, large areas are made simultaneously by 2 or more people. After application, give the baby a little bit of weathering, on average 15 to 20 minutes, then we smooth with a smooth steel smoothing iron, grater. Keep it at a slight angle to the surface. To press not strongly, at emergence, a characteristic grinding, to weaken effort. Iron in one direction until a more or less smooth result is achieved. Accordingly, if the area is very large, one person applies, another strokes. When you smooth down, each pebble falls into place and you get perfect results. Good luck in applying.